I'm back at Rob's for a few days. Drove down in the rain yesterday, but today I started off nicely. And the bonus, they've turned the street lights off now, so I didn't have street lights shining in the bedroom all night, which was very pleasant. Mind you, still woke up to that clock at 7 o'clock. It's the morning of the 16th of May, and my plan at the moment is to head towards the coast. It's not raining, sun's not out at the moment, but still looks like it's going to stay dry, so make the most of it. It's really lovely to be back into this scenery, back in the scenery. I don't know what it is about this particular terrain that I like, but it looks much harsher than where I've been staying. Far fewer people around as well, far fewer houses. For some reason I really like this style of scenery. Back in La Grasse, and already I've seen half a dozen camper vans. As it's opening up, it's getting a lot more busy. It's very quiet in January, wasn't it? March rather. Mind you, all the restaurants are still closed for another 3 days? No, 2 days after today, and then outside seating is allowed. I don't know whether this is the same avenue of trees I videoed before. Probably is actually, but this one goes on for absolute ages. Look at it. Although it's now all in leaf, which I don't think it would have been before. Roads are very busy today, lots of cyclists and camper vans, but then it is a Sunday, and what a lovely day to be out on the bike. It's not too hot, it's not windy, it's lovely scenery. I think every car in that car park was white, wasn't it? Including the Mahara. This is the same car park I was at in March, overlooking the beach. Rather busier now though, isn't it? The leaf colours here are very vibrant. I don't know what the plants are, but it's not your uniform green you find later on in the year. It's very colourful. On the left here was where I saw the flamingos in March. Oh, there's a couple there. Just a couple. A few more there on the left. Really to stop though. did wonder whether to bring shorts, but silly, I didn't. Anyway, I'm going to have a picnic here, down by the beach. Better, I'll actually park on the beach. Not really, that's actually a lake, it's not the Med. The Med's on the horizon. This is obviously a very popular spot for a picnic. It's now 12:15 and the car park that was just about empty when I arrived is now half full. Left the coast and I'm climbing inland, and as you can see the rain has just started. It's still very warm. It looks like a belt of it travelling through. Hopefully it won't last that long. The rain passed relatively quickly and I'm now, by the looks of it, just following south inland a bit from the coast. That's Spain in the very distance. And over this way are the Pyrenees, which look like tops are covered in clouds, so just as well I decided to go to the Pyrenees on a different day. Which one is the right road, actually? Could have been that one. That might not be. This one might do. This village declared itself as in Catalonia. So we've crossed a language divide here. No longer Occitan, but Catalan. I was rather hoping I'd have this road to myself, but there are a few other people. It's a dead end, and no one lives up here. There's a deserted village I visited in the 1990s. There's also this chateau on the way, a ruined Qatar castle. But there are quite a few other cars around, the same idea. There are camper vans everywhere. I don't know whether there's been some kind of event, but I've passed a lot of four-wheel drive camper vans as well. And Land Rovers and whatnot with roofs on, tents on their roof. But there's all sorts around here, on down every little track. There are one or two areas of cultivated land, vineyards and so on. But apart from that, this is completely deserted. So there's one house down there. But a surprising amount of traffic. It's 30 years since I've been here. Oh, I think there is somewhere behind me. Try again. 30 years. I have no then it was utterly deserted. From the looks of it, people are starting to restore some of the buildings. They even live here by the look of it. I don't know where to find somewhere to park. Oh, there we go. A car park. Dear grief. It was just a deserted place 30 years ago. This is the village that was completely abandoned in the 1990s. Just looking around here, it's been re-inhabited. There's even a camper van here. But from here, when the dusk falls, it's not possible to see any artificial light. You're completely in a bowl so high up you can't see down into the rest of the country. This is a memorial stone dated 1988, which I think must have been when the village was abandoned. And here is the graveyard, untended now and not very big, but then the village is tiny. But even here, at one time, they had a castle, or at least some kind of fortification. Work is going on to bring some of them back to life by the look of it. Here is the small church. Well, that was disappointingly busy, but then it is a Sunday. And with so much still remaining closed in France, I suppose free things that are still open are at a premium. And this place is one. On the left there, on that ridge, is the chateau, the castle of Perros, looking out over the plain towards Spain. However, some of it, of course, this is Catalonia, and the other side is Catalonia as well. So sometimes I suppose it wasn't a frontier fortress. Very windy up here, but it's a warm wind. And off to the left, I don't know if the camera will pick it out, but you can see the Mediterranean. Oh, and another camper van. Change of department again, from Pyrénées Orientales back to Aude. This is another road I did in March. And again, looks very different, I think. A lot more green around.